pled guilty and been found guilty of 1-count felony with 4th-degree failure to appear on an OR bond. Parties are ready to go forward, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Smith, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. First and foremost, my client takes full responsibility for both cases here. Definitely realizes he didn't use the best judgment in the first case and not appearing for sentencing on an earlier day like he should have. And as a result, he picked up a new case for failure to appear. So he takes full responsibility in that, realizes that he should have made any and all efforts to come to court when he was supposed to for sentencing. We're asking for fines and court costs, number one, time to pay for that. And I do think my client could benefit from some sort of drug or alcohol treatment. He does understand that that will involve more local time, quite possibly in regards to that. We're asking if he be placed on probation, if that probation be transferred to his home state, which is New York. He's indicated to me that after all this is behind him, he plans on going back to New York. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Harvey, what do you want to tell me before I sentence you?
That I'm happy I'm here getting this taken care of. You know, I made some bad decisions, and you know, I'm just happy to move on with my life and start new. You know.
So your history indicates a conviction in 2014 for drugs.
Yes, Your Honor.
You were put on probation with conditions that you completed probation in July of 24, and then you pick up this case in 25. So what's been going on? Usually I see drug guys that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
Yeah, no,
continuously.
I got caught up with in the streets. I lost a couple friends. I started smoking crack a little bit, and then I moved out here to get away from all that shit, and I did. Oops, I'm sorry. Mind my language. So then I got caught up in the wrong place, the wrong time. I succumbed to, you know, purchasing the drug again, and I got caught, you know, with it. So, I mean, I haven't touched nothing else since then except a little bit of meth, and that was why I had a bad tox. Other than that, I'm done with all that stuff. I've been clean since. My girlfriend, she's clean. My family's waiting for me to get out of this so I can go back to work with them. And, you know, I miss my old life, and I miss my friends, but I can't bring them back by doing drugs. So
How many have you lost because of this stuff?
I lost my car, my apartment, my way of life, some respect for myself. You know, luckily I still have my family.
What about people? Have you lost friends? You mentioned something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I've lost a couple of friends. They had an accident. Like one had a motorcycle accident, a traumatic brain injury. Not to do with the drugs, but that's what kind of pushed me into the spiral that I caught myself in. And then, but I've grieved. I've recovered. You know, I got my life back on track, and I'm still sorry that I didn't make it to court. I needed a little bit more time, but I realized that my bond was revoked because of the dirty tox, and I didn't know that, or else I would have turned myself in a little earlier. And I guess that's the only reason I didn't do that is because I didn't have an active phone on, and I was trying to get one, and I wasn't able to contact my lawyer 100%. So that's on me still. You know
What do you have to do to get your driver's license back?
I have to pay, I think, a $40 fee in Portage County and a $60 license suspension fee, I think, in another county of Ohio. And then I think I have a $175 fee in New York for my suspension there. If that's correct. I'm going to get all the information I can as soon as I get out. I mean, work with my probation officer as well, and try to get all my court costs and fees taken care of. my dad set a little bit of money aside for me to take care of some fees and such like that, as far as transfer and a ride home and to get me set up, you know, when I get back home, if and when that happens.
All right. Mr. DePiero?
State's going to join in the recommendation for community control sanctions here. We hope the defendant does get his life in order and his affairs and his addictions dealt with. If not, he can sit and rot in prison. Thanks.
All right, I've reviewed both pre-sentence reports and the drug and alcohol evaluation from last fall. I've considered all the provisions on 29, 11, 12, and 13. On both cases, I'm going to place you on community control for 3 years. On the 916 case, you're going to serve 93 days in jail with credit for 48. The last 30 days, you're going to enter into the jail treatment program, complete it, and follow their recommendations. On the 1493 case, 78 days in jail with credit for 78. The remaining terms will all be concurrent on community control. When you're done with the jail treatment program, you're going to enter into the NeoCap program, complete that, and follow the recommendations. You're to have no drugs or alcohol, and you'll be screened. You're to attend at least 4 AA or NA meetings a week and obtain a sponsor and maintain a sponsor. At the appropriate time, obtain and maintain full employment, get a valid driver's license, and pay the costs and supervision fees in these cases. Ms. Wehagen, any other terms you think are applicable?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right. Mr. Harvey, do you understand the terms?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
If you don't comply with the terms, then the state will file a motion to terminate your community control. If I find you violated, you face a potential prison sentence of 18 months on the 1493 case and 12 months on the 916 case. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, if you, assuming you go through the jail treatment program, complete it, go through NeoCap and complete it, then I will likely transfer your supervision to, what county do you live in?
Niagara County, sir.
Niagara County. So that's the likelihood if you do what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
Anything else, Mr. DePiero?
Was there any discussion of forfeiture? If there was any contraband drugs?
Yeah, anything subject to forfeiture is forfeited to the
Thanks, sir.
state. Anything else, Mr. Smith?
No, Your Honor.
All right, we're adjourned.
All right, thank you. Okay, go with it. Take it, go it.